Good morning, everybody. So with today's video, it's a hot one today. I got both doors open, so I'm hoping that the noise outside but also inside the condo is not that bad. But today, guys, I'm going to give you 5 classy summer fragrances. These are all designers. These fragrances, for the most part, really don't get a lot of mention. There has been one that has been making a few videos as of late for my channel because it's just a great scent. First one, unfortunately, has been discontinued. It's a little harder to come by. Your best bet is going to be Amazon, and that's going to be Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. This is a fantastic fragrance. I wish that Givenchy did not discontinue this one because it's beautiful, like for a summer scent. And I find that a lot of the summer fragrances out there, period, doesn't matter what brand, they're very casual, they're a little laid back, they're not very formal. Some will be, but for the most part, no. This is class, it's elegant. You're gonna get the typical citruses of lemon and bergamot. There's gonna be some petitgrain, a waxy yet powdery iris. It's the iris for me that just adds this class. Iris is not the most masculine note, it's a gentleman's note in my opinion. But there's also going to be vetiver, there's going to be musk, rosemary, and so on. Just, it's fresh, it's clean, and it's just aromatic. This for me, like, is both casual but suit and tie. It's a great wedding fragrance, but if you're a groom, a guest, it's perfect for that. If this is going to be like if you want like a signature scent for the summertime, this is great for like for me, I'm picturing like you're on your yacht or you're going boating. Like I don't want to say you're bougie, you're fancy, but like you're not like your everyday man. Like I'm the everyday dude out there. I'm a working man. I'm a blue collar. I'm a grunt. But when I wear something like this, I feel a little bit more prim and proper, a little bit more sophisticated. And I did state that your best bet is on Amazon. Every so often, I have seen this on FragranceNet. Other than that, Amazon is your best bet. Next fragrance is also another Givenchy fragrance. This brand just does fantastic fragrances all around, in my opinion. And this is going to be the oldest one in this list. 1994 release. So it kind of smells a little 1994-ish. But that's going to be Givenchy Insensé Ultramarine. This, I will say, is not my favorite from this list. It's really not one of my preferred fragrances, but there is this class to it because there is going to be florals of magnolia, carnation, lily of the valley. There is iris, which is there. It adds a little bit of a powdery undertone. I find that Givenchy does iris well, like in a lot of their fragrances, and not all, but like there's, in my experience, their signature note is iris. But there's also going to be black currant, watermelon, bergamot, galbanum. There's going to be vetiver, cedar, a little bit of tobacco in the base. But for the most part, it's a lot of like black currant and watermelon with citrus. There is this green galbanum. Definitely the florals. Now, I don't know if that is the magnolia, the lily of the valley, the carnation. I just get this floral component with iris. And the base is just like woods and maybe a little bit of musk. You know, musk is not listed, but I do get that. Definitely vintage, but I don't want to say it's modern. You know, like I think that this might resonate more so with an older man out there. And it's just like a mature fragrance. There's nothing casual about it. For me, if you're going to wear this casually, very much like this one here, it's like preppy. It's like business casual, but this is also a great suit and tie fragrance. Fragrance number 3 probably, maybe, gets a little bit more limelight than the other ones in this video, and that's going to be Bulgari Man Rain Essence. This does smell like the name implies, rain, right? It kind of smells like a wet sidewalk and the sun's drying it off. You know how you get that aromatic? It's also like, what's that fragrance? Oh God, the bottle's right here. I'm having a brain fart. I don't know if it's a Narciso Rodriguez or something like that. It's an older scent. I'm not sure if it's discontinued, but it kind of has that vibe, like a wet cement. It's fresh. There's a little bit of cleanliness to it. There is going to be orange. It's very musky. You're going to get some green tea, some lotus, gaiac wood with a little bit of amber. But for the most part, just very musky, a lot of green tea. I would say musky green tea. Then it's gonna be like a citrus, lotus floral, then like a woods. I don't get the amber. I just don't. Overall, just fantastic. This is not long lasting. Like a lot of these fragrances aren't. Like I get about 6 to 7 hours only because I spray close to my skin. I don't spray out here. I don't spray out here. I spray here. So I get more of that concentration. But overall, just fantastic. Just overall class. Fragrance number 4 is a great cheapie. I also forgot to state, this is a cheapie as well. $50 or less. But number 4 is like $35 or less. And that's going to be Azar Boram Low. 2011 release, and this one has been making the rounds on my channel as of late for good reason. It's a fantastic fragrance. The downfall with this one here is that it has been discontinued from what I heard from my good friend Chris from the channel Scentland, the Picasso of Fragom. That he will always be the Picasso of Fragom for me, even though that people are starting to say that he's like the John Wick of Fragom with his new look. He looks great though. It really suits him. Me, I don't have the hair, but even if I did, I don't think it would suit me. But this is classical, but it's also modern. It does have that original put on DNA, which I'm not a fan of. I will review that one this year. Trust me, I'm starting to get into the vintage a little bit, but this is just a lot more wearable. I don't want to say it's commercial, but it is easier to wear. There's a lot of lavender and geranium that makes this kind of classical. I don't want to say dated because it's not, but there's also a lot of lemon. For me, geranium and lavender, kind of classical notes. Lemon can be as well, but it's done in a lot of modern day fragrances, including lavender in all fairness. But you're also going to get a lot of yuzu, some grapefruit. The base has like vetiver, patchouli, and musk. So overall, very citrusy, fresh, little old school, aromatic, with loads of lavender, a little bit of that geranium, and like a musky woody base. Overall, I think it's a great scent for a more mature guy. I would say these two, including the last one, are going to be for the more mature guy, including this one to some degree. The first one is just ageless. Some of these fragrances just might come across as a little bit maybe dated to some of the younger guys out there, and that's okay. But if you're a young guy who likes some of these old school fragrances, then wear what you like at the end of the day. If it makes you feel great, gives you that confidence, wear it. But this one here is just one that I absolutely love. And last but not least, I gotta make myself a correction on this one here. I said that this is the oldest one in this video, 1994. Well, number 5 is actually the oldest by 2 years, as it came out in 1992, and it's a unisex scent from Bulgari. So you know what, we had Givenchy and Bulgari pretty much dominate the list, but that's going to be Eau de Vert. This is a great scent. Now this is just so good. You got to be a green tea lover or just a tea lover to really like this fragrance, and as well a green fragrance kind of lover, because it's just uber green, but it's also very citrusy with bergamot and lemon. There's going to be some orange, a little bit of orange blossom, jasmine, Bulgarian rose, lily of the valley. There's some musk, there is cedar, I think there's vetiver. Like there's a lot going on. Like with these 80s and 90s fragrances, they pretty much just threw everything at the wall to see what would stick and what would work. This is beautiful. I have a travel spray and it's actually in my bag. I'm looking at the bag right now. I'm meeting up with Chad Secrets tomorrow. Probably gonna give that to him, but I'm glad that I got this. I'm in this different stage in my life. Like we just put our condo up for sale yesterday. It's July 5th. So on July 4th, it finally went up and we're excited. You know, my wife and I, we bought a new house together and it just feels like it's a new chapter in my life. When I married my wife, it was a new chapter. The house is a new chapter. I'm gonna be turning 50 in a couple years. That's a new chapter. I'm growing up, I'm maturing. I will always be the goofy dad of Fragcom. You know, I will, as long as I'm in this community, I will always be that, right? I'm like the Mr. Levinstein of Fragcom. You know, the American Pie dad? That's me, pretty much. But this fragrance here is just perfect for both spring and summer, very much like all these fragrances. This for me is definitely a unisex fragrance. It leans right down the middle. Doesn't lean more femme, doesn't lean more masculine. Absolutely not. Truly a gentleman's gem. And guys, that is 5 classy summer fragrances. Any reviews that I've done on these, and I've talked about, not this one. This one I will most certainly do this year. They will all be down in the description box below. However, if you want to see other lists out there, I will put them down in the description box below as well. I'm going to put 2 right here. If you like this very video, please drop me one of these. Thank you for your time. Take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.